will be followed up by the 100 freestyle, then the girls and boys multi-class 100 freestyle. We then move into the 200 butterfly, 100 breaststroke, back over to the para swims for the multi-class girls and boys 100 breaststroke, and then move into our time finals tonight. The girls and boys 15 and over 1500 freestyle, and the girls and boys 4x100 medley relay.
Test, test. Test, test.
At this time, we would like to begin asking all of those in attendance to please rise. Direct your attention to the Canadian flag at the south end of the facility and join in, should you feel the spirit, with the Canadian National Anthem sung tonight by Olympian swimming Sabine Nielsen. Once again, if you were able, please rise.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Sabine Nielsen with the Canadian National Anthem. Moments to go before we get underway with Saturday night finals here at the 2026 BC Winter Provincial Championships. Again, we've had 2.5 great days of racing. We are looking forward to tonight, starting off with the girls' 200-meter backstroke. Folks around the facility, let me hear you. Are you ready for day number 3? That's more like it. It's just about time for the girls' 200-meter backstroke. Once again, just before we get underway, we'd like to wish all athletes the very best of luck in tonight's session. We remind all of our athletes in alternate positions to check in with race officials in advance of your event starting. With that stated, we are directing attention now to the start end of the pool for our first race of Night 3 finals. This is the girls' 200-meter backstroke, the 12 and under final behind the blocks. One more time, just to get us started off in that good way. Let's hear it for your 12 and under girls finalists. This is the girls' 200 backstroke, 12 and under provincial final. Welcome to night number 3. athletes underway for the first swim of the night. This 12 and under final for the girls 200-meter backstroke. Don't be afraid to make some noise and show your support for the athletes in the pool. In lane number 1, Pippa McMillan from Hollyburn. Lane 2 is Wayland Swim Club's Teresa Yee. In 3, Wayland Swim Club Kathy Liu. Lane 4, Kamloops Classic Mia Whittle. Lane 5, Pacific Seawolves Andrea Sanchez Portillo. Lane 6, Ridge Meadow Swim Club Kaylin Emerson. 7 is Emily Liu for Surrey. And lane 8, Chelsea Shi for Wayland. Into our 100-meter mark turn, 1:11.09. The first fastest time at the halfway turn, Teresa Yee for Wayland. Starts off with a 37.01. Comes into a 37.01 turn at the 100-meter mark. Leading over second, Whittle in 4. Third, Sanchez Portillo in lane number 5. Teresa Yee, Summer Provincials 2025, as an 11 and 12-year-old, was the silver medalist in the 50-meter backstroke and a bronze medalist in the 100 and 200 backstroke. Seeds ground through the 150-meter mark leg. 1:49.79 is now third for Yee. Leading time, Whittle in lane number 4. Whittle's seed time, a 2:28.86, the qualifying time rather for this age group, fastest out of prelims. Second fastest at 2:29.64, Ridge Meadows Andrea Sanchez Portillo. Home stretch. A bronze medalist last summer in the 11 and 12-year-old 50 fly will be adding the 200 backstroke to her wins this weekend with a 2:25.26. Mia Whittle for first in 4. Second fastest, Andrea Sanchez Portillo for Ridge Meadow Swim Club in 5. And third, lane 2, Teresa Yee for Wayland. Athletes, as with our last 2 days of racing, will be named to the podium when results are declared. We will ask our athletes to make their way to the podium right away when called, and we will be presenting awards in the race or 2 races that follow. With that stated, results on the board for the 12 and under final are declared official. Lanes 4, 5, and 2 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation in our next 2 heats. Moving on now to second swim in the event. Behind the blocks, your 13-14-year-old girls 200 back provincial final. A few extra moments of grace period for our first round of finalists heading down to the awards podium. We'll get those presented at our halfway turn in the 13-14 final. In the pool, our 13-14-year-old provincial finalists. Lane number 1, Surrey Night Swim Club, Leanne Chen. Lane 2, Prince George Barracudas, Catherine Bowman. In 3, Kelowna Aquajets, Ellie Chu. 4, Olympian Swimming, Sophie Smith. Lane 5, Kelowna Aquajets, Olivia Golanowski. Lane 6, Kayak Swim Club, Hannah Kurzlanowska. In 7, Hollyburn Swimming, Audrey Talbot. 8, Hollyburn Swimming, Lauren Beatty. Off the 50, our leading 2 lanes are Smith and Golanowski at 2:15.76, 2:16.48 respectively in prelims for Smith and Golanowski. BC record for the 13-14 age group, 2:08.71 held by Jade Hanna of Island Swimming. 100-meter turn leading out at a 1:04.22. Smith followed Golanowski 1:05.18 in lane number 5. Over to the awards podium now and the medalist presentation for the girls 12 and under 200-meter backstroke. Bronze medalists Wayland Swim Club, Teresa Yee. Silver medalist, Pacific Sea Wolves, Andrea Sanchez Portillo. Your gold medalist, provincial champion, Kamloops Classic, Mia Whittle. Congratulations. At the 150-meter mark turn, Olympian swimming Sophie Smith at 138.97, a 139.47 for Golanowski. 34.29 though is 5/10 faster than Smith's 150-meter leg. We could have a shot with 15 to go though. Looking solid for Smith up front in 4. Time to beat for Smith, a 2:15.76 in 4. Coming in strong into the wall, half a wide length ahead of Golanowski with a 2:12.64 in 4. 3 seconds, 1/10 faster than prelims. Second fastest, Olivia Golanowski for Kelowna in 5 at 2:13.40, and third, Ellie Chu for Kelowna, 2:17.84 in 3. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, 3 are asked to please make their way to the awards podium. We are moving next into our third age group for the girls 200 back. This is the 15-16-year-old provincial final. A few more moments for our 13-14-year-olds making their way to the awards podium, and then we will resume regular pacing for our awards presentations. 15-16 final introduction. Lane number 1 is Olympian swimming Emma Croston. Lane 2, Olympian swimming Shay Murtha. In 3, Olympian swimming Rebecca Haig. Lane 4, Kayak Swim Club Anastasia Bogush. In lane number 5, representing Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Emma Zhang. Swimming in lane 6, Canadian Dolphins, Michelle Zhang. Lane 7, Island Swimming Sailor Noss. Lane 8, West Van Otters, Cassie Wong. Summer Provincials 2025 is its 15-16-year-old Bogush, a bronze medalist in this event at a 2:22.26 long course, experiencing some strong competition into the halfway turn by Emma Zhang. Turning for first, Zhang at a 1:04.30, just 5/100ths ahead of Bogush. Of the two inbound 50s, 33.04 is 2/10 faster for Zhang, in favor of continued ground to be gained in the latter half of this race. We pause from the pool, move over to the awards podium, and present our 13-14 medalists for the girls 2 back. Your bronze medalist, Kelowna Aquajets, Ellie Chu. Silver medalist, Kelowna Aquajets, Olivia Golanowski. Gold medalist, your 13-14-year-old provincial champion, Olympian swimming, Sophie Smith. Congratulations. And back to the pool we go, where it is tight, folks, and that is a 5/100th gap between first and second, reprised for a second time between Emma Zhang and Anastasia Bogush. 5 leads. Zhang this morning at 2:16.40 is the gold medalist for the 15-16 age group 200-meter backstroke from Provincials last season with 5 to go. Bogush challenging. It's looking good for Zhang at 2:12.35 in 5. Second for Bogush, 2:12.51, and third place in lane number 3, Rebecca Haig in lane 3 for Olympian swimming. Results shown on the board are official. Our top 3 are invited to the awards podium. Lanes 5, 4, and 3, please. Down to the awards podium. We're moving on now to the final swim for the girls 2 back, the 17 and over provincial final. 17 and over finals underway. We turn attention now to the awards podium for the medalist presentation of the 15 and 16-year-old girls 200-meter backstroke. Bronze medalist, Olympian swimming, Rebecca Hay. Silver medalist, Hayak Swim Club, Anastasia Bogush. Your gold medalist, defending from summer 2025, provincial champion, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Emma Jean. Congratulations. Over to the pool now and our 17 and over final. Swimming lane number 1, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Emma Asaoka. Lane number 2, it's Abby Skinder representing Winskill. Swimming in lane number 3, Spartan Swim Club, Callie Saunders. In lane 4, Kisu Swim Club, Hannah Rutten. Swimming lane number 5, representing Pacific Coast Swimming, Riley Greenfield. In 6, Maisa Montauk for Olympian Swimming. 7, Kisu Swim Club, Ruby Pandachuk. And lane 8, Kisu Swim Club, Kaya Dimitri. Hannah Rutten, while not last year at Summer Provincials, is a gold medalist 1 year ago, Winter 2025, as a 15, 16-year-old. Silver medalist in this event at a 2:21.05 long. The bronze medalist in the 100-meter backstroke. Up in front, it's a big lead. Captain Yellow for Rutten in 4. 2 body links on Montauk Hab, second at 1:40.40 in 6. Greenfield for third in 5. 1:37.88. Rutten leading in 4. Was a 2:14.92 this morning in prelims. 17 and over, 15-16 rather, 15 to 17. Provincial standard a 2:06.65 held by Jade Hanna. A junior world record setter representing Canada at the World Junior Swimming Championships in Indianapolis back in 2017. Rutten, though, with a 2:12.25 is first in 4, 2 seconds, 7 tenths under prelims. Second fastest finish, Montauk Hab in lane 6, and third for Greenfield in lane number 5. Results shown on the board are official. Our top 3, lanes 4, 5, 6, and 5. 4, 6, and 5 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation during our next race. It's time now to move into the boys 200-meter backstroke. This is event 40, the boys 12 and under, 200 back, 12 and under final. Over to the awards podium we go for the medalist presentation in the 17 and over girls 200-meter backstroke. Bronze medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Riley Greenfield. Silver medalist, Olympian Swimming, Maisa Montauk. Your gold medalist, 17 and over provincial champion, Kisu Swim Club, Hannah Rutten. Congratulations, athletes. 12 and under finalists. Swimming lane number 1, Olympian Swimming, Ray Zhou. Swimming lane 2, Wayland Swim Club, Alex Hull. In 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Lucas Schroeder. Lane 4, Wayland Swim Club, Will Shu. In lane number 5, Andy Pan for Hayak. Swimming lane number 6, Pacific Seawolves, Harry Sang. Lane 7, Surrey Night Swim Club, Caden Yan. And lane 8, representing Vancouver Pacific, Paco Cano Hernandez. 2:19.49, the time to beat for Will Shu, our top qualifier, leading at the halfway turn in 4, and it is a shutout for the rest of the field. Will Shu with going on 10 meters on second, third. Lucas Schroeder for Pacific Coast in 3. Andy Pan for Hayek in 5. Get this, folks, Will Shu this morning was 10 seconds faster than the competition at a 2:19.49. Next closest, a 2:29.68 for Andy Pan in 5. It is a battle for second, third, sure, but no contest for first. 25 meters to go. It's a 2:01 low on the clock at the 175. 2:19.49, the time to beat. BC record is a 2:10.88 held from 2019 by Hayek Swim Club's Yoran Orogo. Final 2 strokes, it's going to be Will Shu at 2:18.08 in 4. Betters his morning session swim by 1 second and 4/10. Second, Andy Pan for Hayek in 5, and third in lane 3, Lucas Schroeder for Pacific Coast at through 27:41. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 3 are asked to please make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations during our next race. Moving on now to second swim. We'll try take 2 of that. Second swim now for the boys 200 back, the 13-14-year-old provincial final. Lovely starts across the field. We pause from the pool and head over to the awards podium now for the medalist presentation of the 1200 boys 200 meter backstroke. Your bronze medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Lucas Schroeder. Silver medalist, Hayek Swim Club, Andy Pan. Your gold medalist, 1200 provincial champion, Wayland Swim Club, Will Shu. Congratulations. (13-14) finalists, swimming lane number 1, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Owen Zhao. Lane 2, Olympian Swimming, Lanson Kammer. Lane 3, Surrey Knights Swim Club, Matthew Huang. Lane 4, Kelowna Aquajets, Finn Kirk. In 5, Noah Arthiaba. Lane 6, Olympian Swimming, Niall Sullivan. 7, Kootenay Swim Club, Sawyer Perlstrom. And lane 8, Pacific Seawolves, Alex Kwong. Now 100 meters in, we've got a tight race for first, 2/10 apart, 2.5 apart. Noah Arthiaba leads in 5, 1:01.82. Swims unattached here for this provincials, represents normally Bellevue. Down south across the border, Finn Kirk for Kelowna, 1:02.0 in 4 is second to Arthiaba. Last summer provincials, Arthiaba was a gold medalist in the 50, the 1 and the 200 meter backstroke as an 11 and 12-year-old, now competing in the 13-14 age group. However, through the 125 meter mark and into the 150, Arthiaba ceding ground to Finn Kirk. Down to a 34.14 is behind Kirk's 150 mark swim, 150 mark 50 by a full second. 135.12 now Kirk leading in lane number 4. Finn Kirk last summer was the silver medalist in the 13-14 100, 200 backstroke, bronze in the 50. That was a reprise from winter 2025 where he was a silver medalist in the 200 backstroke as well. However, today, Finn Kirk is poised for gold at a 2:07.59 first place finish in lane number 4. 2:07:59 to second at 2:10:09. Noah Arthiaba in 5 and third. Lane 2, Lance and Kammer. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 2 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. Lanes 4, 5, 2 to the awards podium. We're moving on next to the 15 and 16-year-old age group in the 200 back. Your 15, 16-year-old provincial final behind the blocks. Directing attention to the awards podium and the medalist presentation for the 13 and 14-year-old boys 200-meter backstroke. Bronze medalist, Olympian swimming, Lance Kammer. Silver medalist, Noah Arthiaba. Your gold medalist, Kelowna Aquajets, Finn Kirk, provincial champion. Athletes in the pool, 15-16 final, swimming lane number 1, Beauroy Zhang for Pacific Seawolves. Swimming lane number 2, Columbia Shuswap Selkirk Swim Club, Finn Skofteby. Lane 3, Kelowna Aquajets, Liam Chu. Lane 4, Hollyburn Swimming, Weiss Wu. Swimming in lane number 5, Haley Smith Tremena Swim Club, Colton Gonzalez. Swimming in lane number 7, representing Kisu Swim Club, Julius Bartkovich. 7, Pacific Seawolves, Jeffrey Chen. 8, Olympian swimming, Jinsei Yamamoto. 100-meter mark turn, leading time, the 58.17. Julius Bartkovich for Kisu, followed second, Finn Skofteby. Nigh on counterpart, opposite sides of the pool in lane number 2. Bartkovich, a silver medalist as a 15, 16-year-old last summer in the 200-meter backstroke, poised for gold by a body length at 1:20.886 at the 150-meter. Second, Skofteby at 1:30.32. Big finish in lane number 5. Afterburners coming on for Colton Gonzalez, as well as lane 2, Finn Skofteby. But it's not going to be enough. Second and third are up for contest, but Finn Skofteby, your 13, 14-year-old gold medalist in the 200, will be second. At the very best, it is Bartkovich at 1:59.64 for first in 6. Second, Jeffrey Chen for Pacific Seawolves, 2:01.58 in 7, and third, Skofteby, 2:01.68 in 2. Results shown on the board are official. Our top 3, lanes 6, 7, and 2 are invited to please make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations during our next race. We move on now to the final swim for the boys 200-meter backstroke behind the blocks, the 17 and over boys 200 provincial final. Directing attention now to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 15 and 16-year-old boys 200-meter backstroke. Your bronze medalist, Columbia Shuswap Selkirk Swim Club, Finn Skofteby. Silver medalist, Pacific Seawolves, Jeffrey Chen. Your gold medalist, 15-16-year-old provincial champion, Kisu Swim Club, Julius Bartkovich. Congratulations. Over to the pool, 17 and over final, swimming lane number 1, Kamloops Classic, Sawyer Napolzniak. In 2, island swimming, Chase Saxon. In 3, Olympian swimming, Matteo Savini. Lane 4, island swimming, Giulio Gianesi. Swimming in lane number 5, Olympian swimming, Alex Velisico. Swimming in lane 6, Kayak Swim Club, Alonzo Chan. 7, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ruben Lee. And lane 8, representing Olympian Swimming, Ty Stroud. Off our 100 through our 125, leading to our 3 and 4, Savini, Gianesi, 203.11, 202.15 respectively this morning in prelims. Home stretch, 50 to go. It's tight for third, fourth as well. Between 6 and 5, Chan and Velisico. Velisico, a member of the BC delegation to the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland. Last winter, 1 year ago, this cycle was the silver medalist in the 100 and 200 meter backstrokes, the 15-16-year-old, currently poised for a 4th place finish, top time, first under the flags, island swimming, Giulio Gianesi. 158.66. Betters, a 202.15 from prelims this morning. Second is Gianesi Savini in lane 3, and third, Alonzo Chan for Hayak. Results shown on the board are official for the 17 and over final. Lanes 4, 3, and 6 are invited to please make their way to the awards podium, and we're moving on now to our second swim, our next swim, the girls 100 free. This is the 12 and under provincial final behind the blocks. Directing attention now to the awards podium, we're going to have to speed things up here a little bit. The bronze medal, silver medal, and gold medalists for the 17 and over provincial final of the boys 2-back. Your bronze medalist, Kayak Swim Club, Alonzo Chan. Silver medalist, Olympian swimming, Matteo Savini. Gold medalist, island swimming. Your provincial champion is Giulio Gianesi. Congratulations. To the pool, our top 4 in the 12 and under final. Adeline Duda for Kisu this morning was a 101.73. Teresa Yee for Wayland was a 102.36. Swims in lane number 5 beside Duda. Then we have 3 and 5. Elodie Sandler for Kelowna and Kamloops Classics, Mia Whittle. Off the 50s, through now the 75, 46 high on the clock. Top qualifier, as mentioned, Duda. BC record for the 12 and under age group of 58.04. Duda this morning a 101.73. Up in front, it's not Duda, but lane 6, Mia Whittle. 1 minute 15 for first in 6. Second place finish, Elodie Sandler for Kelowna, 1 minute 95. And third, Teresa Yee for Wayland in 5. Results on the board are official. Lanes 6, 3, and 5 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. We're going to move on now, folks, to second swim in the girls 1 free, keeping us trucking right along behind the blocks. Your 13 and 14-year-old provincial final. Over to the awards podium now in the medalist presentation for the 12 and under girls 100 free. Your bronze medalist, Teresa Yee of Wayland Swim Club. Silver medalist, Kelowna Aquajets, Elodie Sandler. Your gold medalist, provincial champion, Kamloops Classic Swimming, Mia Whittle. Congratulations. Over to our 13-14 final, leading out at the 50-meter mark, Annika Crawford for Kisu at 28.15, followed second, Stella Nebel for Pacific Coast at 28.40, and third, Pacific Coast Swimming, Avery Hill in lane 3 at 28.63. Top qualifier, Crawford this morning a 59.11. BC record is a 55.65, held since 2021 by Langley Olympian Swim Club, Layla Fack. Up in front, it's close, 3 and 4. Hill and Crawford, top time. To the touch, it's Hill in lane number 3 at 58.49. Crawford moments behind at 58.54 is 5/100ths for those who want to be precise behind Hill, and Bonnie Choi for Spartan 58.78 for third and 5. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 are invited to make their way down to the awards podium for medalist presentation after the end at our start of our next race. We're moving on now to the 15-16-year-old age group in the girls 100-meter freestyle. Behind the blocks, this is your 15-16-year-old provincial final for the girls 1 free. Over to the awards podium, medalist presentation now for the 13-14-year-old girls 100 free. Bronze medalist, Spartan Swim Club, Bonnie Choi. Silver medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Annika Crawford. Gold medalist and provincial champion, representing Pacific Coast Swimming, Avery Hill. Congratulations. Out in front at the 50-meter mark turn, we got Riley Miller for Kelowna Aquajets at a 26.38. Moments behind, Katie Takai, 26.65 in lane number 4. Takai last winter as a 13-14-year-old, the bronze medalist in the 50 freestyle. Of our field here in the 15-16 final, 4 of our athletes under the Canadian Open short course standard of 56.61. Out in front into the lane number 5 conclusion, it's going to be Kelowna Aquajets, Riley Miller at a 54.84, 6/10 shy of the 2009 BC record of 54.22, held by Whitehorse Glacier Bears Alexandra Gabor. Miller followed second in 6th by Nina McEachran of Kisu, and third place, Olivia Zhou of Canadian Dolphins. Results on the board are official. Lanes 5, 6, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium, and we'll get those awards presented during our next swim. We're going to move on now to next swim in the schedule for the girls 100 freestyle, the 17 and over provincial final. Once again, this is the 17 and over provincial final for the girls 100 freestyle. You Victoria bikes in the building, it's time to make some noise here. University Victoria, Sienna Saisalori at a 57.59, I believe is going for one last shot at the U Sports Standard short course of 57.20. We're going to go over to the awards podium now briefly for the 15-16 medalist presentation in the 1 free. Bronze medalist, Canadian Dolphins, Olivia Zhou. Silver medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Nina McEachran. And gold, provincial champion, Kelowna Aquajets, Riley Miller. Back to the pool. Saisalori, current second, 27.38. U Sports coming up like a freight train. Carolyn Jia leads for Olympian swimming at 27.13. BC provincial record for the 15-16 age group is a 54.22, held since 2009 by Alexander Gabor of Whitehorse. Jia this morning a 57.60. Saisalori a 57.59. However, in contest in lane number 6, Winona Wong touches second. Jia is first at 56.68. Second in lane 6, Winona Wong for Nanaimo, 56.84, 57.62 is a finish for Saisalori. Third place, Serena Chen for Surrey. Our results on the board are official 5, 6, 3 are our top official 3 and are invited to the awards podium. Lanes 5, 6, and 3, please, to the awards podium. It's time to move on now to our next swim, Behind the Blocks. This is the start of the boys 100 freestyle. Starting us off, the 12 and under boys 1 free provincial final. Directing attention to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 17 and over girls 100 freestyle. Bronze medalist, Surrey Knights Swim Club, Serena Chen. Silver medalist, Nanaimo Riptides, Winona Wong. Gold medalist, provincial champion for the 17 and over age group, Olympian swimming, Carolyn Jia. Back to the pool, it's a big lead out 50, 27.39, a second faster than next closest, 28.66. Mate Zababonin for Canadian Dolphins in lane number 4, our top qualifier ahead of Sam Pakane, third fastest out of prelims, 28.66 for Pakane, followed Milo McDermott in for Kisu in lane number 5. Zababonin this morning a 58.76. BC records a 55.37 from 2015, held by Winskill, Eric Tong. It's going to be Zababonin at 58.25 in 4. Second place finish for Milo McDermott of Kisu, and third at a minute .70, Sam Pakane for Comox Sharks in lane 3. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 3 are invited to please make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation. And we're moving on to our second swim in the 100 free Behind the Blocks, the 13-14-year-old boys 1 free provincial final. To the awards podium and the medalist presentation of the 12 and under boys 100-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist is Comox Valley Aquatic Club Sam Pakane. Silver medalist Kisu Swim Club Milo McDermott. Gold medalist 12 and under provincial champion Canadian Dolphins Mate Zababonin. Congratulations. To the pool now and our 13-14-year-old final. In lane number 4, top qualifiers, Hayek Swim Club's Jeremy Lee at a 54.64. Brian Lee for Surrey, 54.68. 4 100s behind Lee's performance in prelims. Our BC record in the 13-14 age group, a 50.30, held since December 17th, 2022 by Hayek Swim Club's Lon Kim. BC record is a ways away from Lee this morning. The first place finish, Lee at a 52.83. Big drop from prelims down a second, 0.8 for first in 4. Second place, Pacific Coast Swimming, Noah Zhang in lane 6 at a 54.21. Third into Noah Arthiaba. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 6, and 2 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. We're going to move on next to our 15 and 16-year-old boys provincial final behind the blocks. Over to the awards podium, medalist presentation now for the 13-14 boys, 1 free. Bronze medalist, Noah Arthiaba. Silver medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Noah Zhang. Gold medalist, provincial champion, Hayak Swim Club, Jeremy Lee. Back to the pool we go, and the 15-16 final well underway. Top qualifier is Adonuriel Rosal Brito for Olympian Swimming, 50.69, 51.67. Lady Smith Shemana Swim Club, Colton Gonzalez this morning in prelims off to 75. It's Rosal Brito, followed in 3. Matthew Chal for Pacific Seawolves on the right-hand side. Gonzalez and Platon Marfenko for a close third. Fourth going to be Rosal Brito by a full body length at 50.12. Second in lane 3, Matthew Chal for Pacific Seawolves, 51.09. Third at 51.70, 23 hundredths ahead of Gonzalez. Platon Marfenko for Comox. Results on the board are official. 4, 3, and 6 are headed to the podium. We're moving on now, folks, to our final swim in the boys 100 free. This is the 17 and over boys 100 free provincial final. Over to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 15-16-year-old boys 100-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist is Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Platon Marfenko. Silver medalist for the Pacific Seawolves, Matthew Chal. Gold medalist, provincial champion, Olympian Swimming, Adonuriel Rosal Brito. Congratulations. Sailing into our 15-16-year-old final. When we pop back over to the pool, it's a body length plus for Luke Stewart Binder for Olympian Swimming, 48.43 this morning. The BC Open record for the boys 100-meter freestyle is a time of 45.56 from November 2009. Set Berlin, Germany at the World Cup number 4 2009 series by UBC Dolphins. Brent Hayden, Stewart Binder, 48.04. Second in lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming, Alex Camarero had 49.80. Third in lane 3, Campbell River Killer Whales, Zach Mills. Results on the board are official, and 4, 5, and 3 are invited to make their way to the podium for medalist presentations. We're going to move on now to our next swim behind the blocks. This is going to be the girls 100-meter freestyle, our multi-class girls 100 free provincial final. Quick test start before we get underway with the girls' multi-class provincial final. Our board is cleared and we are ready to go. Once again, the multi-class girls 100 free provincial final. The parentalist presentation now for the 17 and over boys 1 free. Bronze medalist is Campbell River Killer Whales Zach Mills. Silver medalist Pacific Coast Swimming Alex Camrare. Gold medalist Provincial Champion Olympian Swimming Luke Stewart Binder. Congratulations. Athletes in the pool for the multi-class final. S6 classified Bria Duncan in 3 for Vernon Kokanee Swim Club. Pacific Seawolves Pacific Coast Swimming. S10 classified Mary Jibb in 4. Sophie Wood in 5. Stedward Bears Para Swimming. Alyssa Hebert in lane number 6. S10 BC provincial record for the girls 100 freestyle, a 103.04. Jibb this morning at 104.24, not far off. Leads the field into the final 5 meters of this provincial final for our multi-class girls 100 freestyle, topping out at 102.09. That is a new unofficial S10 provincial record. Second fastest finish, Pacific Coast Swimming Sophie Wood at 104.98 in lane number 5. Coming in for what will be the third fastest finish, third fastest time, Vernon Kokanee Swim Club's Bria Duncan in lane number 6 was a 137.76 earlier today. S6 BC record, a 131.56, held by Delta Sun God Swim Club's Danielle Kisser. Duncan today at 134.72. Five meters to go for Stedward Bears Para Swimming. Alyssa Hebert visiting our provincial championships here in BC from Alberta. Into the wall for the fourth fastest time, 2:10.90 in 6. As with all of our para events so far through the course of our weekend's racing, these times on the board are secondary to performance points, which will be accrued based off of the time athletes swim compared against the sport class in which they are classified. Our times on the board and times alone are declared correct. These results will be compared against the Canadian Para calculation point system, and we will be re-ranking our swims by performance points and announcing our awards winners in a few minutes' time. With times declared official, however, that 102.09 by Mary Jibb in the S10 sport classification is indeed a new BC record. It's time now to move on to our next swim behind the blocks. This is going to be our boys multi-class final in the 100-meter freestyle. Again, our multi-class boys 100 free provincial final. Athletes in the pool, swimming lane 2, Surrey Night Swim Club, Omran Majidzada. S9 classified, Cam Chambers for Kisu. S14 in 3. S10 classified, Olympian Swimming Fernando Liu in lane 4. Sebastian Masabi for Pacific Seawolves in lane 5. 6, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club's Ramon Sitenko. S14 classified. And S5 sport classification, Spartan Swim Club, Lucas Van Herk in lane number 7. 56.63 this morning in prelims from Fernando Liu. Into the wall tonight at a 51.38. This is a challenge for the S10 national record. 51.73 is under, breaks a 2009 record from the Rio de Janeiro Paralympic Games by Club de Natation Parc Piscine Olympique Benoit Huot at 51.73. Benoit Huot, for those unfamiliar, was a 9-time Paralympic champion with 20 Paralympic medals accrued throughout his career. His national record from 2009 broken tonight by Fernando Liu of Olympian swimming at a 51:38. Additionally, at 122.92, standing national record for the S5 sport class men's 100 free, Pacific Seawolves Sebastian Masabi under national record time 123.91 from Whitlam, BC for Brad Reed Memorial. That is a double national record. This is a double for Masabi, under this morning at 122.01. Again, under with his morning session time by 121.92 by a couple tenths of one-tenth of a second, with a double national record. Times and times alone shown on the board are declared correct. However, that means we have a double pending para record in the men's 100 free in the S10 and S5 sport classifications. Congratulations to Fernando Liu of Olympian swimming and Pacific Seawolves Sebastian Masabi in those record-breaking swims. These results will be compared against the Canadian Paralympic point system, and our results, when rearranged by performance points, will be presented. We will call our athletes down to the podium later on in this session. Times again on the board are declared correct, only times, and we are moving on next to the girls' 200-meter butterfly. In just a few moments, behind the blocks, this is your girls' 12 and under 200 butterfly provincial final. Athletes in the pool for the 12 and under final. Lane number 1, Wayland Swim Club, Aaliyah Chen. Lane 2, Pacific Seawolves, Isabel Lee. Lane 3, Adeline Duda for Kisu Swim Club. Lane 4, Wayland Swim Club, Mandy Han. 5, Pacific Seawolves, Amika Han Wiseman. Lane 6, Kelowna Aquajets, Elodie Sandler. 7, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Ziva Zhou. And in lane 8, Island Swimming, Francie Mead. Coaches, athletes, and spectators, we have our official results now for the girls and boys multi-class 100 freestyle. We are inviting, for the girls event, Vernon Cockney Swim Club's Bria Duncan, Pacific Coast Swimming Sophie Wood, and Pacific Seawolves Mary Jibb down to the awards podium. And from the boys event, Pacific Seawolves Sebastian Masabi, Kisu Swim Club's Cam Chambers, and Olympian Swimming Fernando Liu to make their way to the awards podium. We will get these awards presented in our next swim of the girls' 200-meter butterfly, allowing our athletes to make their way down to the podium. Back to the pool now, and our girls 200-meter butterfly, just passing the 150-meter mark turn. Mandy Han for Wayland at 146.84, followed second Han Wiseman for Pacific Seawolves at a 151.82.81, and third Adeline Duda for Kisu, 152.41 at the three-quarter mark. Fastest time in the pool by 10 meters, give or take, is Mandy Han at 2:25.68. Coming back home at 38.842 seconds faster than next closest, and nearly 4 seconds faster than Duda's back end quarter 50. 225.68 followed second. Han Wiseman at 232.57 and Duda 234.44 in 3 for third. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. Once again, lanes 4, 5, 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. Moving on now to swim 2 in the girls 2 fly. This is the 13 and 14-year-old girls provincial final. Directing attention now to the awards podium, the medalist presentation. For the multi-class girls 100-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist, Vernon Kokanee Swim Club, Bria Duncan. Silver medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophie Wood. Gold medalist, provincial champion, new BC record holder, Pacific Sea Wolves, Mary Jibb. Congratulations. To the pool now, our 13-14 final for the girls 200 fly. In swimming in lane number 1, Pacific Sea Wolves, Sylvia Sanchez Portillo. Lane 2, Pacific Sea Wolves, Sin Shinyi Tan. Lane 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Stella Niebel. In 4, Hollyburn Swimming, Audrey Talbot. 5, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Angel Un. In lane 6, Pacific Sea Wolves, Sabrina Shaw. Lane 7, Canadian Dolphins, Rafaela Verschoor. And in lane 8, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. Back over to the awards podium now for the medalist presentation in the multi-class boys 100-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist, new national record holder, Pacific Sea Wolves, Sebastian Masabi. Silver medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Cam Chambers. Gold medalist, provincial champion, new national record holder in the S10 sport class, Olympian swimming, Fernando Liu. Home stretch for our 13 and 14-year-old finalists in the girls 200-meter butterfly. Up in front, looking fairly good in 2 for Xinyi Tian. Audrey Talbot, a bronze medalist in the 1-2 fly last summer, finishing second at 2:23.61. Top time is 2:23.52 for Tian in 2. Third fastest in lane 8, Ada Chen for Pacific Coast, 2:25.43. We have a missing time on the board, possible light touch for Angel Un in lane 5. We'll wait to see if we have a correction coming up on the board. A correction to our top 3 with a 2:24.57 now on the clock. Angel Un with the third fastest time in lane number 5. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 2, 4, and 5 are invited to make their way to the podium for medalist presentations. Once again, lanes 2, 4, and 5 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. Moving on now to the 15-16 provincial final for the girls 200 fly. Directing attention now to the awards podium, swim fans, and the medalist presentation for the 12 and under girls 200 butterfly. Bronze medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Adeline Duda. Silver medalist, Pacific Sea Wolves, Emeka Han-Wiseman. Your gold medalist and 12 and under provincial champion, Wayland Swim Club, Mandy Han. Congratulations. 15, 16-year-old final, swimming lane number 1, Olympian swimming Vivian Lin. Lane 2, Olympian swimming Rebecca Hay. 3, Canadian Dolphins, Michelle Zhang. Naomi Minot in lane number 4. Swimming in lane 5, Emily Golanowski for Kelowna Aquajets. Lane 6, Olympian swimming Emma Croston. 7, Gina Swim Club, Maddie Facina. And lane 8, Island swimming Marley Hurston. 6, 7 100ths of a second behind, 100ths of a second apart at the 50 meter turn. We had Golanowski in 5, Minot in 4. Now that changes to a body length with a 1:03.54. Emily Golanowski 4/6 and a half faster than Minot into the 100 meter mark turn. 1:04.25 is Minot, second in lane number 4. Emily Golanowski, a team member for BC at the Canada Summer Games, gold medalist in this event last summer in the long course format for Summer Provincials at UBC, was a 2:18.45 long course. Leads with 50 to go ahead of a 1:40.00. Minot, second in lane number 4. Also on the podium for the 15-16 two fly was silver last summer. This rivalry about to be repeated with Minot in silver medal position behind Golanowski. It's less than 25 meters to go. Golanowski this morning at 2:16.37. BC record is a 2:08.84. Into the wall. Fastest time is a 2:15.41. Emily Golanowski for Kelowna. Golanowski as well, a bronze medalist in this event at the Canada Games last summer in St. John's, Newfoundland. Minot second in 4 at a 2:16.61. Third fastest showing on the board, 2:17.49. Olympian swimming Vivian Lin. However, again, we have a light touch, it looks like, in 3 and may have a correction coming up on the board. Results on the board are now official. Lanes 5, 4, and 1 asked to please make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation during our next 2 races. We're moving on now to final swim in the girls 2 fly. This is the 17 and over provincial final behind the blocks. Directing attention to the awards podium, the medalist presentation now for the 13 and 14-year-old girls 200 butterfly. Bronze medalist, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Angel Un. Silver medalist, Hollyburn Swimming, Audrey Talbot. Gold medalist, Pacific Sea Wolves, Xinyi Tian. Your provincial champion for the 13-14 age group. Congratulations. 17 and over finalists. Lane number 1, Canadian Dolphins, Uma Sukal. Lane 2, Canadian Dolphins, Millie Tung. In 3, Spartan Swim Club's Eliza Giolo. Lane 4, Kelowna Aquajets, Juliet Nicholson. 5, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Emma Liu. 6, Island Swimming, Lily Sagi. Lane 7, Pacific Coast Swimming, Nicole Jones. And Lane 8, Winskill Dolphin Swim Club, Kelly Key. Top qualifier is Nicholson at a 2:16.60. BC 15-17 record, a 2:08.84 is 2012 Noemi Thomas for UBC Dolphins. Over to the awards podium again, and the medalist presentation for the 15-16-year-old girls 200 fly. Bronze medalist is Olympian swimming Vivian Lin. Second silver medalist, Winskill Dolphins Naomi Minot. And gold, Kelowna Aquajets Emily Golanowski, provincial champion. 17 and over final, back end here. Nicholson leads the silver medalist in the 17 and over two fly last summer, poised for gold by a body length into the wall at 1:37.33 at the 150. Emma Liu at the 150 meter mark is a 1:38.79. And third out, Eliza Chiolo for Spartan in 3. Also on the podium for the 15-16 age group, 100 fly and 200 fly. Emma Liu, a gold medalist in the 100, is a 15-16-year-old last summer. Bronze medalist in the 200, poised for silver. Tonight in the 17 and over final, Nicholson with the top time at 2:13.28 in lane number 4. The fastest time, both prelims and finals for the girls 2 fly. Nicholson follows second in lane 5, 2:16.11 for Emma Liu of Vancouver Pacific. Third fastest in lane 6, island swimming, Lily Sagi. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation. Moving on now to our next swim, the boys 200 meter butterfly, and behind blocks your 12 and under provincial final. Over to the awards podium now, the medalist presentation for the 17 and over girls 200 butterfly. Bronze medalist, island swimming, Lily Sagi. Your silver medalist, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Emma Liu. Gold medalist, provincial champion for 2026, up from silver last summer, Kelowna Aquajets, Juliet Nicholson. Congratulations. Boys 200 fly, 12 and under final, swimming lane number 1, Nanaimo Riptides, Ashton McGuire. Lane 2, Kisu Swim Club, Caleb Reap. Lane 3, Ajax Swim Club, Andy Pan. Lane 4, Kisu Swim Club, Milo McDermott. 5, Canadian Dolphins, Mate Zababonin. Lane 6, Ajax Swim Club, Heejun Ko. Lane 7, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club's Paco Caino Hernandez. And lane 8, China Swim Club, Lincoln Ware. A big lead out 100, 2 body lengths ahead of the competition. Andy Pan at a 1:06.33 in 3, followed second in 5. Zababonin and third, Ko in 6, 1:10 flat for third at the half. Fastest qualifying time, 2:27.59 is McDermott. Zababonin this morning at a 2:29.99 was a second, 0.4 behind that. And that said, it is going to be Andy Pan with a big first place finish in lane number 3, rather at the 150. Andy Pan 1:44.43 in 3. Last summer as an 11 and 12-year-old, Andy Pan on the podium for the 1 fly, 2 fly, both silver. This year, Winter Provincials in the 12 and under age group is poised for gold, but here comes through the back end 25, lane 5, Mate Zababonin. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough, but gains some big ground through the latter half of the race, less than a body length behind Andy Pan for first in 3, 2:24.25. Second fastest in 5, Zababonin at a 2:25.47, and for third, Milo McDermott at 2:27.97 in 4. Results on the board are official. Lanes 3, 5, and 4 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation during our next swim. And we're moving on now to our survivors final in the boys 2 fly, the 13-14 provincial final. Over to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 12 and under boys 2 fly. Bronze medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Milo McDermott. Silver medalist, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Mate Zababonin. Your gold medalist and provincial champion, Hayak Swim Club, Andy Pan. Congratulations. 13-14 final, swimming lane number 1, Olympian swimming Jaden Gould. Lane 2, Olympian swimming Lanson Kammer. In lane number 3, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Mateo Palma. In 4, Olympian swimming Mark Eistoff. 5, Noah Arthiaba. Lane 6, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Sean Wu. 7, Pacific Coast Swimming, Noah Zhang. Swimming in lane number 8, Pacific Sea Wolves, Alex Kwong. 100-meter turnover here is a 58.2. Eistoff leading in lane number 4 was a 2:10.25 this morning, 2:15.43 from Arthiaba, next fastest in this session. 13-14-year-old 2 fly, national record at 2:57. Our Eistoff at 1:29.91 is pretty close here. 1 second shy of the national record. Might not see that today, but a December 2022 lofty 13-14 record of 2:57 belongs to Hayak Swim Club's Lon Kim from Ontario Junior International 2022. BC record for the 2 fly is Lon Kim, tied with the national record, and Eistoff with the national record in the 100 fly earlier this weekend, 2:02.29. Big swim tonight in finals. Second in 5, Noah Arthiaba. And third, lane number 3, Mateo Palma for Vancouver Pacific. Arthiaba last summer was the gold medalist in the 50 and the 200 fly as an 11 and 12-year-old. Eistoff last year as a 13-14-year-old, the gold medalist in the 1-2 fly. From winter 2025 as well, 1-2 fly, and winter 2024, the 1-2 fly were gold as well. Our results on the board are official. Eistoff adding winter 2026 to that list with a 2:02.29. First in 4, second in 5, third in 3 for Palma are headed to the podium. Results on the board are official. It's time now to move on to our next swim in the boys 200-meter butterfly behind the blocks. This is your 15 and 16-year-old provincial final. Directing attention to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 13-14-year-old boys 200-meter butterfly. Bronze medalist, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Mateo Palma. Silver medalist, Noah Arthiaba. Your gold medalist, provincial champion, Olympian swimming, Mark Eistov. Congratulations. Back to the pool we go, and our 15-16-year-old final. Off the 50, leading times are in 6 and 5. Kieran Bullock for Olympian swimming, Leo Kim for wind skill. Top qualifier, Pacific Seawolves Max Wu at a 2:07.70 this morning. A gold medalist in the one fly, gold medalist in the two fly last summer at provincial championships at the Point Grey campus, UBC Point Grey campus in Vancouver, BC. Max Wu as well, a member of the BC delegation to the Canada Games in St. John's, Newfoundland on the far east coast last summer. Went third, bronze medal at Canada Games in the two fly with a 2:05.80 long course. 2:07.70 again, his time to beat. Heading on into our 150-meter mark turn. It is close for first, second, third, 4, 6, and 3 at the 150. Max Wu, Kieran Bullock, Jeffrey Chen, 1:31.48, 1:31.77, 1:31.90. 4/10 are all that separate first from third. Our second place currently, Kieran Bullock, a gold medalist last summer in the 50 fly, bronze medalist in the 100. Chen in lane number 3 back in winter 2024. Fastest time here, Max Wu at 2:03.04. Second fastest, Jeffrey Chen at a 2:04.36, edging just ahead of Bullock, as well as Leo Kim for third in lane number 5. Results on the board are official. 4, 3, and 5 are headed to the podium. Moving on, we're going to the 17 and over final for the boys 2 fly, provincial final behind the blocks. Directing attention to the awards podium, the medalist presentation for the 15 and 16-year-old boys 200-meter butterfly. Bronze medalist, Windscale Dolphin Swim Club, Leo Kim. Silver medalist, Pacific Seawolves, Jeffrey Chen. Your gold medalist, 2026 15-16-year-old provincial champion, Pacific Seawolves, Max Wu. Congratulations. To the pool now, 17 and over final for the boys 2 fly, swimming in lane number 1, Pacific Coast Swimming, Alex Cambrere. Lane 2, Hayak Swim Club's Alonzo Chan. In 3 for Surrey, we got Preston Senevaratne. In 4, Vancouver Pacific Coast Swimming, Joshua Liu. 5, Olympian Swimming, Danny Park. 6, Olympian Swimming, Andrea Gasparini. 7, Canadian Dolphins, Quentin Chen. And 8, Kisu Swim Club, Charlie Bourne. 100-meter turn, leading time is a 56.24 for Danny Park of Olympian Swimming. Park last summer, gold in the 100, gold in the 200. A time those positions reprised winter 2025 as well. 2-time provincial champion over the last year's worth of provincial championships. Danny Park turns with 50 meters to go, 1:27.21 in lane number 5. Followed behind by Joshua Liu at 1:29.51, 3/10, 2 seconds back, and third, Senevaratne for Surrey in 3. 2:04.63 for Lou this morning. Park at 2:04.79, but with 20 less than that, 10 to go. Park with 5 meters on Lou, and Santa Baratni closing fast into the final 5. 1:58.70 for Olympian swimming Danny Park in 5. Josh Liu for Pacific Coast, 2:03.29 in second in 4. Santa Baratni for third in 3. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 5, 4, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. And we're moving on now to next event in our schedule tonight. This is the girls' 100-meter breaststroke behind the blocks. Our 12 and under final, the 12 and under provincial final, that is, for the girls' 100 breast, next up. Over to the awards podium now and the medalist presentation for the 17 and over boys 200 butterfly. Bronze medalist, Surrey Knight Swim Club, Preston Senavaratne. Silver medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Joshua Liu. Your gold medalist, 2026 provincial champion for 3 straight golds in a row, Olympian swimming, Danny Park. Congratulations. Back to the pool we go, and with only just over 75 meters, let's say 80 meters to go, our top 2, Andrea Sanchez-Portillo for Pacific Seawolves and Everly Hirsch for Canadian Dolphins, 1:15.81, 1:17.06 in prelims, lead out in our final 25. Mandy Wong for Olympian swimming in lane number 3, not too far behind, trying hard to the final 25. It's looking good for Sanchez-Portillo, 1:15.81 to better from prelims into the wall, 1:14.31 for first. Second for Hirsch in 5, 1:15.02, and third, Mandy Wong for Olympian swimming in 3. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium, and it's time to welcome up now our 13, 14-year-old girls' one breast provincial final to the blocks. Over to the awards podium now, the medalist presentation for the 12 and under girls 100 breaststroke. Your bronze medalist, Olympian swimming, Mandy Wong. Silver medalist, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Everly Hirsch. Gold medalist, Pacific Seawolves, Andrea Sanchez-Portillo. Congratulations. Back to the pool now, top 4 close together. Lane 3, Avery Hill for Pacific Coast. Lane 4, Olympian swimming, Elsa Chen. Lane 5, Pacific Seawolves, Sylvia Sanchez-Portillo. And lane 6, Olympian swimming, Sophie Carter. We got Chen, followed Carter, third for Hill. Sanchez-Portillo for first and fourth in 5. Second fastest qualifier, Sanchez-Portillo this morning was a time of 1:13.48. Bronze medalist is a 13-14 in the 200 breaststroke. Chen with Not the lead in 6. It is going to be Sophie Carter with the touch. Looks like 1:12.09 indeed. Carter first in 6. Up from 4th fastest out of prelims, gold in finals. 2nd, 3rd, lane 4, Elsa Chen and Avery Hill are 4 and 3 for 2nd and 3rd. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 6, 4, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. We're going to move on now to our next race, the girls' 15-16-year-old 100 breaststroke provincial final. To the awards podium now, the medalist presentation for the 13-14 girls 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist is Pacific Coast Swimming, Avery Hill. Silver medalist, Olympian Swimming, Elsa Chen. Gold medalist, 13-14-year-old provincial champion, Olympian Swimming, Sophie Carter. 15-16 final, top 4, swimming lane 4, lane 5. Pacific Coast Swimming's Maëlle Sanborn and Kisu Swim Club's Dina McEachran. In lane 3, Shea Murtha representing Olympian Swimming. And in lane number 6 is Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Michelle Zheng. Top qualifier, 109.59 Pacific Coast Swimming's Maëlle Sanborn. BC provincial record of 106.06 held since 2017, going on 10 years ago. Island Swimming's Faith Nelson out in front into the 100-meter conclusion, 1:08.03. Sanborn for gold in 4. Second, Nina McEachran for Kisu, 1:10.02 in 5. And third, 1:11.23, Shea Murtha for Olympian Swimming. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentation during our next race. And we're going to move on now to our final swim for the girls' 100-meter breaststroke. This is the 17 and over provincial final. Directing attention over to the awards podium and the medalist presentation for the 15-16-year-old, the girls' 100 breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Olympian Swimming, Shea Murtha. Silver medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Nina McEachran. Your gold medalist and 2026 provincial champion, Pacific Coast Swimming, Maëlle Sanborn. Congratulations, athletes. And back to the pool we go for our 17 and over final. Top 4, lane 4, lane 5. Olympian Swimming's Maisa Montakabit and Kaya Dimitri for Kisu. In 3, Island Swimming's Tracy Zhao. And 6, Burning Kokanee Swim Club, Zion Ellis. A member of the BC delegation to the Canada Summer Games, Maisa Montakab, back in winter 2025, was a silver medalist in the 200, bronze medalist in this event. Those times reprised back summer 2024. It is Montakab up in front, right in line with Dimitri in 5. Top time, Dimitri with the touch at 1:09.45. 7 100s faster than Montakab at 1:09.52 in 4. And third, Tracy Zhao in 3 for Ireland. Results shown on the board are official. Lanes 5, 4, and 3 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. Lanes 5, 4, 3 to the awards podium. Moving on now to the boys 100-meter breaststroke. Behind the blocks, your 12 and under boys provincial final. The medalist presentation now for the 17 and over girls 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Ireland swimming, Tracy Shull. Silver medalist, Olympian swimming, Maisa Montakhab. Gold medalist, your 2026 provincial champion, Kisu Swim Club, Kaya Dimitri. Congratulations. Boys 100 breast, top 2, Derek Francois for Pacific Coast in 4. Island Swimming's Ryder Chang in lane number 5. A 1:14.71 is the time to beat for Derek Francois from prelims this morning. Off and into 50, number 2 with a 34.35. Ryder Chang follows just shy of a full second back at a 35.29. And Kenny Wu for Olympian Swimming, lane number 3 for third. Into the final 10, Francois leading by a half body length over Ryder Chang in lane number 5. Top time's going to be by a body length, Francois, 1:13.25. Chang second in lane number 5 at 1:14.67, and third, 1:15.90, Kenny Wu. Our top 2 times under the 13 and under best of the West standard, 1:14.83, 4, 5, and 3 are our official results on the board for the top 3. We invite lanes 4, 5, 3 to the awards podium for medalist presentations. Moving on now to second swim in the boys 100-meter breaststroke. Behind the blocks, this is your boys 12, 13, and 14-year-old, the provincial final. Medalist presentation now for the 12 and under boys 100 breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Olympian swimming, Kenny Wu. Silver medalist, Island swimming, Ryder Chang. Gold medalist, provincial champion, Pacific Coast swimming, Derek Francois. 13-14 final, off and into 50 number 2 with the leading time at 31.11. Jerry Ling for Hayek in 4. Alex Puchkoff for Vernon in 5. Second at 31.96. Jackson Ritchie for Kelowna, 31.97. Third out off the halfway turn in lane 5. Jerry Ling for Hayek, last summer gold medalist in the 1-2 breast. In fact, gold medalist in summer 2024 as well as summer 2025. Back in winter of 2024 was the silver medalist in the 50, the 1, and the 2 breasts. Touches here, 1:06.05 for first place in 4. Second, Jackson Ritchie in 3. Third, Puchkoff in 5. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 3, and 5 are invited to make their way down to the awards podium. Once again, lanes 4, 3, and 5 are invited to make their way down to the awards podium for medalist presentation during our next race. Moving on now to the 15 and 16-year-old boys 100 breast provincial final. 13, 14-year-old medalist presentation. Bronze medalist, Vernon Kokanee Swim Club, Alex Puchkov. Silver medalist, Kelowna Aquajets, Jackson Ritchie. Your gold medalist and provincial champion, Hayak Swim Club, Jerry Ling. Congratulations. 15-16 final, top 4, lane 4, Anthony Sue for Richmond Rapids, lane 5, Olympian Swimming's Ben Buchholz, lane 3, Huxley Ewan for Canadian Dolphins, and lane 6, Surrey Knight Swim Club, Matthew Sue. Top 3 at the 50, Sue followed by Matthew Sue. That's Anthony Sue, Matthew Sue, 29.08, 30.39, a second 0.3 apart. Tight for third, fourth, and fifth, it looks like. Anthony Sue last summer, gold in the 1-2 breast, bronze in the 50. Winter 2025 a year ago, gold medalist in the 100 as well for 3 straight golds. Anthony Sue at 1:02.09. This is in fact a 4th straight gold with a gold medal in this event as well. In summer of 2024, Sue followed second into the wall, 1:04.21, Huxley Ewan. Third place, Ben Buchholz for Olympian Swimming, 1:04.27. The results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 3, and 5 are invited to make their way down to the awards podium for medalist presentations during our next race. And we're going to go on now to our next swim. This is the boys' 100-meter breaststroke, our 17 and over, a final. Medalist presentation now for the 15-16 boys 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Olympian Swimming, Ben Buchholz. Silver medalist, Canadian Dolphins, Huxley Ewan. Gold medalist, provincial champion, Richmond Rapids, Anthony Sue. Congratulations. 17 and over final, top 4, Justin Jung for Olympian Swimming in lane number 4. Lane 5, Olympian Swimming, Darren C. 3, Richmond Rapids, Yiguo Song, and 6, Hollyburn, Burton Lee. Justin Jung with the top qualifying time. Lone time under the minute mark, 59.86, 4 seconds faster than the competition in prelims this morning. Jung, winter of 2025, gold medalist in the 2 breasts, bronze medalist in the 100, winter 2024, gold 100 breast, touching first, 59.32, 5/10 under prelims. This is coming in on the BC Open record of 58.48, back from 2009, held by UBC Dolphin Swim Club, Scott Dickens. Jung second, first, Darren C second, 1:02.71 in lane 5, and Burton Lee for third in 6. Results on the board are official. Lanes 4, 5, 6 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. And it's time to move on now to our next swim. This is our multi-class girls 100-meter breaststroke provincial final. Athletes, coaches, and spectators, please note there will be a test start before we get underway with this race. Once again, the multi-class girls 100 breaststroke provincial final. Medalist presentation now for the 17 and over boys 100 breaststroke. Bronze medalist Hollyburn swimming Burton Lee. Silver medalist Olympian swimming Darren C. Gold medalist Olympian swimming. Your provincial champion is Justin Jung. .100 breaststroke for our multi-class finalists. Bria Duncan for Vernon Cockney Swim Club in lane number 3, SB6 classified. Mary Jibb, Sophie Wood in lanes 4 and 5 are classified SB9 for the breaststroke events, representing Pacific Seawolves and Pacific Coast Swimming, respectively. Jibb leading at the 50 was a 1:25.73 this morning in prelims. That was a time under the 100-meter. Pardon me, under the 100-meter breaststroke BC provincial standard 1:21.27.25. Jibb here tonight at 1:23.33, under again for a back-to-back prelims and finals BC record-breaking performance. Second fastest finish, Sophie Wood for Pacific Coast Swimming in lane number 5. Once again, 1:23.33 for Jibb, a new pending BC record for the SB9 girls 100-meter breaststroke. Coming in hot here, we got Bria Duncan for Vernon Cockney Swim Club in the SB6 sport class, a 1:58.23. Times and times alone on the board are correct with a 1:23.33. That is a new BC record. Back-to-back record-breaking performances, prelims and finals. Mary Jibb and Sophie Wood, as well as Bria Duncan, will be making podium appearances later once our results are reclassified by performance points. For the meantime, we move on now to second swim in the 100 breaststroke for our multi-class athletes. This behind the blocks is your boys multi-class 100 breaststroke provincial final. Fastest time out of prelims, a 1:13.20 is Olympian swimming and Paris Paralympic team member Fernando Liu. A 1:09.16 sits the national S9 100 breaststroke record. This is a time held by Kelowna Aquajet's Patrick Waters, a 2019 bronze medalist at Canadian Trials and silver medalist at the Lima Pan Am Games in the 100 later that season. This is a time set at the MJB Law Ice Classic for Patrick Waters back in 2019. We also have a shot at a BC record in the SB8 sport class for Omran Majitsara of Surrey Knights Swim Club. The SB9 sport class record stands stands a 1:09.16, also held by Patrick Waters. Fastest time, the SB8 record is a 1:24.46. We've got Fernando Liu at 1:07.23 is a new unofficial national record. National record breaking swim by Fernando Liu here at 1:07.23. Omran Majitsara 1:25.39 into the end of the 100 breaststroke. This is slightly shy of the 1:24.46 BC provincial record for the SB8 sport class. Second fastest finish, Ramon Satanko, Vancouver Pacific at a 1:14.92. Third fastest finish, 1:16.30, Cam Chambers. Then again, Omran Majitsara for Surrey Knights at 1:25.39. (1:07.23), again a record-breaking swim on the national stage under the 1:09.16 record for Patrick Waters of Kelowna Aquajets back from 2019. Times and times alone on the board are declared correct. That is a new national record in the SB9 sport class for Olympian swimming's Fernando Liu. It's time now to move on to our next race. Behind the blocks, we have our provincial time finals for the girls 1500 freestyle in our 15, 16-year-old and 17 and over age groups. Once again, 15, 16-year-old, 17 and over BC provincial time final for the girls 15 free. We now have official results for the girls and boys multi-class 100-meter breaststroke. We invite our athletes to make their way down to the awards podium. These are Vernon Kokanee Swim Club's Bria Duncan, Pacific Coast Swimming Sophie Wood, Pacific Seawolves Mary Jibb. On the boys' side, Kisu Swim Club's Cam Chambers, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club's Ramon Sitanko, and Olympian Swimming Fernando Liu. We'll get those awards presented in just a few minutes' time. Athletes in the pool for the 15 and over 1500 meter freestyle. 15, 16-year-old age group finalists. Swimming in lane number 1, Pacific Seawolves Heidi Yablonsky. Lane 2, Windskill Dolphins Abigail McLeod. Lane 3, Windskill Dolphins Naomi Minot. And lane 4, Island Swimming Kaya Weaver. In the 17 and over age group, Canadian Dolphins Swim Club's Millie Tung in lane number 5. Lane 6, Kelowna Aquajets Juliet Nicholson. Lane 7, Kisu Swim Club Hannah Rutten. And lane 8, Windskill Dolphins Swim Club Abby Skinder. Over to the awards podium now and the medalist presentations for the multi-class girls 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Vernon Kokanee Swim Club, Bria Duncan. Silver medalist, Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophie Wood. Gold medalist, provincial champion, and new SB9 BC record holder, Pacific Seawolves Mary Jibb. Congratulations. The medalist presentations as well for the multi-class boys 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Cam Chambers. Silver medalist, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Ramon Sitanko. Your gold medalist, provincial champion, new SB9 national record holder, Olympian swimming, Fernando Liu. 400-meter mark turn, leading overall across the field, Abigail McLeod for Winskill at 4:21.19 in 2. Lane 3, Naomi Minot coming up for second overall, and second in the 15-16 age group, 4:23.83. Kaya Weaver, third overall, as well as in the 15-16 age group in lane number 4. In the 17 and over age group, Juliet Nicholson leads over Hannah Rutten. Current third, Abby Skinder in lane 8. Abigail McLeod, Winskill leading 5:27.63, 5:31.05. Minot in 3, now at our 550. .600 meters in, McLeod 6:33.27 in 2. Minot 6:37.56 in 3. Weaver 6:42.07 in 4. Hannah Rutten leading on the 17 and over age group. In the 17 and over age group. Pardon me, 7:13.13. Juliet Nicholson with the lead in 6. Followed Hannah Rutten in lane number 7, 5th overall. And for third, Abby Skinder in lane number 8. .700-meter turn for Minot. Halfway through our 15-16-year-old time final, overall lead, lane 2 is Abigail McLeod. Minot second, 8:17.68. Dialing back 2 years on the national stage, Abigail McLeod was a silver medalist in both the 8 and the 1500 freestyle at Canadian Swimming Championships back in 2024. As well, a bronze medalist that year in the 400 free and a bronze medalist in the women's 1.5K open water. More recently, a gold medalist last summer at the 400 in the 400 free, 800 free last summer at provincial championships, as well as silver in the 200 free. Reprised these positions a year ago at Winter Provincials 2025 as a 13-14-year-old. Again, gold in the 8 and 15, silver in the 200. .1,000 meters coming up for our overall leading two, McLeod and Minot. .10:56.78 on the clock for Minot. McLeod following 11:04.21. Tied up for second fastest overall at the 1,000 mark, 3 and 6. Minot in the 15-16 age group. Juliet Nicholson in the 17 and over age group, leading the way into our latter third of this time final. Nicholson now at 1,050 meters, 11:37.38 in 6. Nicholson, as of 17 and over, last summer was gold in the 8 free, the 1,500 free, and bronze in the 400 freestyle. Second in the age group, Hannah Rudden. Representing Kisu, 15-16-year-old at summer 2025 provincials. The silver medalist in the 15 free and bronze medalist in the 800. .12:35 on the boards. Our 1,150 meter turn. McLeod, Minot 12:44.92. Times to beat for gold on the podium. In the 15-16 age group, a 17:12.18 for Vivian Lin of Olympian Swimming. Earlier today in session number 5, time finals. 17 and over age group. A 17:40.08 from Emily Adam in the 15. .14 on the clock, 200 meters to go for our 15-16 leading pair. Nicholson as second overall on the clock in 6, also into her final couple laps. Bells on now. Our final 50 meters for Abigail McLeod and Naomi Minot, as well as Juliet Nicholson in the 17 and over age group final. Fastest 3 into the wall. In lane number 2, Abigail McLeod for Winskill Dolphins, 16:25.27. Second fastest overall, Juliet Nicholson in lane number 6. Tops the board for the 17 and over age group. Third overall, second in the 15-16 age group, Naomi Minot, 16:37.71. And fourth fastest overall, third in the 15-16 age group, Kaya Weaver for Island Swimming. In the 17 and over age group, fifth overall, second in the 17 and over age group for the girls 200, Hannah Rutten for Kisu. In our 15-16 age group, again 17:12.18, the fastest time of session 5. Our prelims time finals, 16:37.71 from Minot, well under that, and means our top 3 are our unofficial podium results. And third fastest in the 17 and over age group is Millie Tung, 17:31.79. Time to beat this morning for the 17 and over age group for gold is 17:40.08. Top 3, all under that, secures our top 3 positions in the 17 and over age group for the podium as well. Results, rather, times and times alone on the scoreboard are declared correct at this time. Times and times alone on the board are correct. We invite our top three from both age groups, lanes 2, 3, 4, lanes 6, 7, 5, to make their way down to the awards podium for medalist presentations during our next swim. And it is time now to move on to our second distance time final. The boys 1500 freestyle behind the blocks, 15, 16-year-old and 17 and over provincial time final. Directing attention now to the awards podium and the medalist presentation. We're going to hold off on that for just a moment here. An introduction of our 15 and over finalists. 15, 16-year-old time finalists in lanes 1 through 4. Olympian Swimming's Tudor Cadis. 2, Pacific Seawolves Max Wu. Lane 3, Canadian Dolphins Adam Jin. And lane 4, Olympian Swimming Alan Wu. 17 and over age group top 4. In lane 5, Pacific Seawolves Joshua Perkins. Lane 6, Olympian Swimming Sander Kruiman. In 7, Island Swimming Noah Weaver. And lane 8, Canadian Dolphin Jimmy Zhu. .200 meters into our final distance session swim of the 2026 BC Winter Provincial Championships. Our last individual event of the evening as well. Overall, the fastest entry time for the boys 15 and over 1500 freestyle is Dutch national Olympian swimming Sander Kruijman in lane number 6. Entered in with a 15:04.74. This is a time swum at the 2025 World Aquatic Swimming World Cup in Toronto. This time on the Dutch national stage, short course is the 8th fastest time ever swum in the Netherlands. For anyone who's curious, the Dutch national record is a 14:30.14, a time swum December 2011, St. Petersburg, Russia, at the Vladimir Salnikov's Cup. This is held by Job Keinhuis. Kruijman, that's 4:59.16. Overall leader of the field, Noah Weaver for Island Swimming, second out in the 17 and over age group, second across the pool in lane 7, followed third overall, top of the 15-16 age group, Alan Wu for Olympian Swimming in lane number 4. Over to the awards podium now. The medalist presentation for the 17 and over age group, girls 1500 freestyle. Bronze medalist, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Millie Tung. Silver medalist, Kisu Swim Club, Hannah Rutten. Your gold medalist and provincial champion, Kelowna Aquajets, Juliet Nicholson. Our 15-16 age group medalists coming up in just a few moments. And the medalist presentation now for the 15-16-year-old girls 1500 freestyle. Bronze medalist, Island Swimming, Kaya Weaver. Silver medalist, Windskill Dolphin Swim Club, Niobe Minot. Gold medalist and provincial champion, Windskill Dolphin Swim Club, Abigail McLeod. Times to beat in the 1500 freestyle, 15-16 age group, a 16:29.27 swum in session 5 this early afternoon by Kieran Bullock of Olympian Swimming. In the 17 and over age group, 16:08.76 from Kisu Swim Club's Charlie Bourne. .850-meter mark turn. 8:26.83 is best time pace for Sander Kruijmans and 8:31.74 here in the pool. Couple seconds off. The 8th fastest time in Netherlands history. Back to our BC standings. Second fastest entry time in The 17 and over age group, Noah Weaver at 15:22.11. Back in winter of 2024, Weaver was a gold and bronze medalist in the 800-meter freestyle. Also, Joshua Perkins, third fastest entry time at 15:45.35. Back in summer of 2024, a silver medal performance in the 15-16-year-old 400 free. Our leader in the 15-16-year-old age group, Alan Wu, represented BC at the Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland. Last summer at BC Provincials, was a gold medalist in the 4 and 1500 free, a silver medalist in the 800 freestyle. Max Wu, as well as Alan, represented represented BC at the Summer Games. Not much on the distance podium in his history. Most recently at Summer Provincials was a gold medalist in the 1-2 fly a half season earlier. A silver medalist in the 200 fly at Winter Provincials last year. $10:32.50 for our leader. The 1,050-meter mark for Sander Troymans coming in now for 1,100. Our second fastest entry time, in the 15-16 age group, 15:57.06 for Adam Jin in lane 3 this evening. As a 13-14-year-old back in the winter of 2024, Jin was a bronze medalist in the 4 and 1500 freestyle. $12:03.83. Starting to come in towards his own PB pace. 12:03.03. At 1200 is a second, slightly shy of a second short of the 12:02.31 swum in Toronto at the World Cup. Third stop of the World Cup Series last season. Grayman's 12:34.31 with another 50 on the clock. Second shy with that turn. Commonwealth Games pool record, the long course record, fastest time ever swum here at Commonwealth Pool. A long course 14:41.66 by Australia's Kieran Perkins. Fastest time ever for Kieran was a short course, that is, was a 14:43.10. Sandra Kreumans with just 50 to go, 14:36.99 on the clock. Home stretch going to be close to a personal best again. This would be the 8th fastest time in Dutch history. The fastest time in 15:06.18, slightly shy. A time still that ranks within the top 10 ever swum in Dutch history. 15:06.18 is the top time in our 1500 freestyle for Sandra Kreumans. Second fastest, Noah Weber at 15:20.19. Third fastest time is top of the board in 15:16 age group for Alan Wu at 15:28.32. Third fastest in the 17 and over age group, 15:38.83 for Joshua Perkins in lane 5. Time to beat for the 17 and over age group, again, was a 16:08.76. Our fastest three in the 17 and over age group, all well under that with a 15:38.83, the third fastest time. Second fastest in the 15-16 age group is a 15:53.30 in lane number 5 for, lane number 3 for Adam Jin of Canadian Dolphins. This ranks second overall and third fastest at 16:15.92. Max Wu, third in our time final tonight, though with the time to beat from the 15-16 prelim session at 16:29.27, ranks third fastest overall and is unofficial bronze for our podium. Times and times alone shown on the board are correct, though with our top 3 in both age groups faster than the morning session. In the 15-16 age group, lanes 4, 3, and 2 are invited to the podium, as well as lanes 6, 7, and 5. We'll get those awards presented in just a few minutes' time. Alrighty, folks, it's time to move into our relays for Saturday night finals session. Behind the blocks, we have our start off of the relay events, the girls 12 and under 4x100 meter medley relay. Behind the blocks, again, your 12 and under girls 4x100 medley timed final. For the 12 and under girls 4x100 meter medley relay, leading in to the end of our first 100, Back breast takeover at 109.84. Wayland leading in 4. Teresa Yee on leg 1 passes off to Kathy Liu on the breaststroke 100. We're going to pause from the pool, move over to the awards podium, and start our medalist presentations for the 15 and over boys 1500 freestyle. Your 15-16-year-old medalist presentation: bronze medalist Pacific Sea Wolves Max Wu, silver medalist Canadian Dolphin Swim Club Adam Jin, gold medalist and provincial champion Olympian swimming Alan Wu. Congratulations. Breast fly turnover. Wayland ceding ground to Pacific Sea Wolves. Sanchez Portillo in on leg 2, turns for first, touches for first, 2:29.22. A big 39.74. Kathy Liu at a 53, bit of a tough back end 50. Second place turnover for Wayland's. Mandy Han in now for leg 3 on the fly, gains some ground back over Han Wiseman. That's Avery Han Wiseman on third leg for Pacific Sea Wolves. BC short course record for the 12 and under girls 4x100 medley, a 4:39.87 held by Pacific Sea Wolves. 4:42.28 is our top seed time for Wayland. 150 to go, now 125. We don't have any splits available for this race, but this is back from 2016, 10 years ago, nearly to the day, on March the 3rd at the Swim BC Short Course AAA Championships. Stephanie Lee, Susanna Buxton, Elaine Zhou, and Ava Wen swam up to a 4:39.87. Wayland leads in 4, followed second, Pacific Sea Wolves, and third, 5 with 100 to go. Anchors are Chelsea Shi for Wayland in 4, Clara Shi for Pacific Sea Wolves in 3, and Rachel Zhai for Canadian Dolphins in lane number 5. 50 meters to go, 4:07.81 at current pace. We're going to see 4:38 mid. This could be a new BC record in the 11 and 12, the 12 and under age group. Time to beat is a 4:39.87. 10 years ago today. Wayland poised to make provincial history. 34, 35, 36, 37. It's going to be tight. It's not enough. 4:41.18. Wayland Swim Club for first in lane 4. Second in 3 for Pacific Sea Wolves, and third in 5, Canadian Dolphins at 4:48.58. Twelve and under age group time to beat, a 5:02.64 this morning in time finals. All of our top 3 under that tonight. We are showing a DQ that affects our top 3 in a big way. This is a disqualification, event 47, heat 2, lane 3. Once again, disqualification, event 47, heat 2, lane 3. This disqualification moves Canadian Dolphins, lane 5, up to second, and Olympian swimming at 4:51.37 in lane 6 to third. 4:51.37, still under the session 5 high point, 5:02.64. Our times on the board and times alone are now declared correct. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 are asked to please make their way to the awards podium. It's time now to move on to our second swim of our relay session this evening. Behind the blocks, your 12 and under boys 4x100 medley relay timed provincial final. The medalist presentations now for the 17 and over boys 1500 meter freestyle. Bronze medalist, Pacific Seawolves, Joshua Perkins. Silver medalist, island swimming, Noah Weaver. Gold medalist, provincial champion for 2026, Olympian swimming, Sander Kruijmans. Congratulations. We'll have our 15-16 age group medalists in just a few moments, as well as our 12 and under girls 4x100 medley relay. Boys 12 and under 4x100 medley relay introductions. Surrey Knights in lane number 1, Wayland in 2, Pacific Coast in 3. Lane 4, Olympian swimming. Lane 5 is Hayak Swim Club. 6 is Kisu Swim Club. 7, Vancouver Pacific. And lane 8, Pacific Seawolves. The medalist presentations now for the 15-16-year-old boys 1500 freestyle. Bronze medalist, Pacific Seawolves, Max Wu. Silver medalist, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Adam Jin. Your gold medalist and 15-16-year-old provincial champion is Olympian swimming, Alan Wu. Congratulations. Back into our pool for the 12 and under final. Top seed time of 4:40.25 is Olympian swimming. $2:23.33 at the breast fly turnover. Kisu leading in lane number 6. Caleb Reap on the fly leg follows his brother Zach Reap on breaststroke. Following Kisu, lane number 3, Pacific Coast swimming with Yamin Amankwa Boama. And current third, lane 4, Olympian swimming with Jason Zhang on Lake 3. BC record for the 12 and under boys, a time from the November 2018 Brad Reed Memorial Invitational in Coquitlam, BC. The time is held by Hayak Swim Club at a 4:25.34. Team at the time was Paul Orogo, Sunny Zhang, Justin Jung, and Kane Pan. Kisu with 105 meters to go, turning in at 6:3:31.25. Caleb Reap done his duty. Elijah Bradford off on the anchor, 100 free. Second and third and 4 and 3 are Olympian swimming and Pacific Coast. Jason Shang on that back end 50, 2 seconds faster than Boama. Gains much needed ground to put OS into second position into the final 100. 29.23 for Bradford. 29:01, 29:09. Both second and third are gaining ground here in our field, but only 2/10 and a 10.4 respectively behind Bradford's first 50. Not going to be enough for a first-second turnover. However, second and third are pretty close together. Time to beat for the 12 and under boys, 5:07.24 for gold on the podium. Kisu is going to be well under the flags, into the wall for 33.70. Second in 3, 4:37.20, 4:42.95 is third in, nope, that's incorrect. Second in 3, Pacific Coast at 4:37.20 does move back ahead of Olympian Swimming, and OS for third in 4, 4:37.85. All three under the 5:07.24 high point from this morning's session. Barring any adjustments, our current times for top three are the three fastest times. Times and times alone shown on the board are declared correct. Lanes 6, 3, and 4 are invited to make their way to the awards podium for medalist presentations. Next up on the awards podium, we will be presenting our awards for the 12 and under girls 4x100 medley relay after the start of our next race. Behind the blocks, our 13-14 age group for the girls 4x100 meter medley relay. Here we go with the girls 4x100, 13-14-year-old timed provincial final. The medalist presentations now for the 12 and under girls 4x100 medley relay. Bronze medalists, Olympian swimming, Mia Mander, Mandy Wong, Aitana Marquez, and Casey Nickel. Silver medalists, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Charlotte Bond, Everly Hirsch, Ziva Zhou, and Rachel Zhai. Your gold medalists, provincial champions, Wayland Swim Club, Teresa Yi, Kathy Liu, Mandy Han, and Chelsea Shi. Congratulations. Thirteen, 14-year-old time finalists underway. Coming in towards the end of our backstroke leg. Top two are a 4:23.10, 4:26.44 Pacific Seawolves and Pacific Coast Swimming. Led out respectively, Elsa Liu in 4 and Violet Lundgren in lane 5. Leading turn, however, is Olympian Swimming in lane number 3 with Sophie Smith at a 1:02.25. Lead out 100 back, followed Sophie Carter. Kelowna Aquajets in 6 are second. Ellie Chu to now Alice Walters on breast. And in central lanes, Sylvia Sanchez Portillo for Pacific Seawolves and Avery Hill for Pacific Coast are on leg 2 as well. .150 meters in, 140, pardon me. Vancouver Pacific and Olympian Swimming with the lead now, halfway through our breaststroke leg. BC provincial record for the 4x100 medley in the 13-14 age group, a short course 4:19.82. This record is held by UBC Dolphin Swim Club from 2009 at the Team Aquatic Supplies Provincial Short Course Championships. 4:19.82 swum by Caitlin Kwan, Michaela Kwiatkowski, Naomi Thomas, and Megan Kwiatkowski. 200-meter turnover, our leading time is Olympian Swimming, Elsa Chen in lane number 3, passing the torch over to anchor Quinn Tarampi. That's incorrect, rather. Apologies. Kathy Ann on leg 3. Turns for halfway through her fly leg, 2:45.30. This is under BC record pace. Naomi Thomas, halfway through her fly leg, 2:46.34. Though it started off with a 29:48, came back a 35:30. Chen slightly under that with the first half of the relay, pushing the pace. Kelowna for second, Pacific Sea Wolves for third, gaining ground on Kelowna into our 300-meter takeover. Chen starting to flag through her final 37.74. That's a bit of a tough finish. Chen leads, though, nonetheless, for Olympian swimming, 3:23.04. Second, Pacific Sea Wolves at 3:25.50. We are now 2 seconds shy of record pace, 3:21.64 at the end of Naomi Thomas's 100 fly back in 2009 on the 26th of February here in Victoria, BC. 3:52.15 Tarampi on the anchor, 29.11 lead out. Not getting enough for the record. Historic time, Megan Kwiatkowski out at 27.61, back at 30.57. The BC record will live on for this year. 4:12 on the clock. It's a race for second. Pacific Sea Wolves drop out of second. Kelowna up to first, up to second, challenging for first. Top time, Olympian swimming at 4:24.45 in 3. Third in the 1200 boys, first in the 13-14 girls. Olympian swimming followed second in 6 by Kelowna Aquajets and third by Pacific Sea Wolves in 4. 13-14-year-old time to beat, a 4:41.92. All of our top 3 with the third fastest 4:26.56 are under. Times and times alone on the board are declared correct. Lanes 3, 5, and 4 are invited to make their way 3, 6, and 4 to the podium. Lanes 3, 6, 4 to the podium, please. Moving on now to the 13-14 boys age group. Behind the blocks, the 4x100 meter medley relay 13-14-year-old provincial timed final. Over to the awards podium now, where our 1200 boys 4x100 meter medley relay are standing proud. Bronze medalists, Olympian swimming, Ray Zhao. Silver, Olympian swimming, Ray Zhao, Kenny Wu, Jason Zhang, and Willem Buitelaar. Silver medalists, Pacific Coast swimming, Lucas Schroeder, Derek Francois, Yamin Amankwa Boama, and Lucas Bartlett. Gold medalists, provincial champions, Keesu Swim Club's Milo McDermott, Zach Reap, Caleb Reap, and Elijah Bradford. Congratulations. "13, 14-year-old time final for the 4x100 meter medley. Surrey in 1, Pacific Sea Wolves in 2, Vancouver Pacific in 3, Hayek in 4, Olympian Swimming in 5, Kelowna, Richmond, and Island in 6, 7, and 8. Lead out 100 meter mark is Finn Kirk for Kelowna at 1:34. Kirk followed Jackson Ritchie in lane 6, second, 3, third, 5. Mateo Palma, Lance, and Cameron lead out for Vancouver Pacific and Olympian Swimming respectively. Takeovers by Noah Cockle and Oliver McPherson. Top seeded team, a 4:06.52 Hayek in lane number 4. BC record also held by Hayek back from 2021, June the 25th at Summer Provincials Short Course. A 4x100 medley team composed of Paul Arogo, Justin Jung, Lon Kim, and Matthew Wong. The medalist presentation now for the 13-14 girls 4x100 medley relay. Bronze medalists, Pacific Sea Wolves, Elsa Liu, Sylvia Sanchez Portillo, Xinyi Tian, and Rennie Cheng. Silver medalists are Kelowna Aquajets Ellie Chu, Alice Walters, Olivia Golanowski, and Karis Jans. Gold medalists and provincial champions, Olympian swimming Sophie Smith, Sophie Carter, Elsa Chen, and Quinn Tarampi. Congratulations. "50 meters of fly to go. Our 250-meter mark turn. Leading times Hayek at 2:37.41. Second out in 6, Kelowna Aquajets. On the fly leg for the Aquajets, Matthias Hogley. Hayek coming in strong to the end of the fly leg. Jeremy Lee in 4. Turn switches with Evan Chiang anchoring for the 100 free. Followed lane 5 and lane 3. Olympian swimming in 2nd and 5. Mark Isoff, great 100 fly up to a 3:12.48. Isoff's back end 50 at 29.93. Well faster than the rest of the field. Vancouver Pacific for 3rd and 3. Home stretch here, 25 meters to go. Chiang out at 26.67, followed Okindo for Olympian swimming, 25.95, burning the field here. Over 7/10 faster than Chiang outbound. Eating up the water as we speak. It is Hayek leading with Chiang. Okindo closing fast. Going to be finishing just a 3/4 body length behind. First place at 4:05.81 is Hayek in 4. Second for Olympian swimming, a back end 28.49 for Givone Okindo, the fastest back end 50 in the pool. Third for Vancouver Pacific in 3. Third fastest time, 4:08.06. Top time for session 5 in this morning's prelims was a 4:19.42 in the 13-14 age group. Our top 3 times tonight are faster. We are showing a disqualification in this race. Lane 7, this is a disqualification event 50. Heat 3, lane 7. Once again, disqualification event 50. Heat 3, lane 7. Times and times alone on the board are declared correct. Our top 3 are unaffected. 4, 5, and 3 are headed to the podium. It's time now to move into our next age group for the 4x100 medley relay. Behind the blocks, this is the girls, 15 to 17-year-old 4x100 medley relay timed provincial final. Our 4x100 medley relay for the girls 15-17 age group. Swimming lane number 1, Island Swimming, led out by Sailor Noss. Vancouver Pacific in lane 2 with Emma Asaoka on back. Hannah Rutten leads for Kisu in 3. Olivia Zhou for Canadian Dolphins in 4. Carolyn Jia for Olympians A in 5. Olympians B relay in 6. Backstroke leg by Rebecca Haig. Amelia An Liu for Kelowna in 7. And Pacific Coast Swimming's Riley Greenfield in lane 8. Leading 100, 101.80, Canadian Dolphins, followed by Olympians swimming third in 6, Olympians B. Takeovers, Michelle Zhang for Canadian Dolphins, Shay Murtha for Olympians swimming in 5, Maisa Montakab for Olympians in 6. $21.99 is the second fastest, leading out 50. Maisa Montakab for Olympian swimming. So that was a not correct split. Our leader at the 150 is Canadian Dolphins in lane number 4. Michelle Zhang on the breaststroke leg, as mentioned, followed. Murtha in 5, Montakab in 6. Gaining ground through the breaststroke, Kaya Dimitri. Gold medalist in the 50, 100, 200 breaststroke last summer provincials. 36.47 from Dimitri, fastest in the field to conclude the breaststroke 50. Canadian Dolphins lead. Michelle Zhang done her duty. Lucy Liu on leg 3. Second out, Emma Crossan for Olympian swimming A in 5. Vivienne Lin follows her teammate in lane 6 for current 4th. Rebecca Soroki in for Kisu. Holds 3rd into the 250. Crossan's lead out 50 at 28.13 is just over a second faster than Soroki. We'll be looking at a turnover for second, third at this pace. 10 meters of fly to go. Canadian Dolphins lead. Lauren Day waits in the wings and takes over at a 3:13.19. Olympians A indeed up to second in lane number 5. Drops Kisu to 3rd in 3 at a 3:15.82 takeover to anchor Nina McEachern. Day followed Katie Takai. Again, McEachern for 3rd off the 300 meter mark for Kisu in lane number 3. 4:12.18 is Canadian Dolphins entry time. BC record of lofty 4:01.58 from 2016, 10 years ago, from Winter Provincials, December the 18th. Day out at 26.22, Takai at 26.17, and McEachern at 26.52. Given current splits, our positions will remain unchanged through the final 50 here. And final 5, it's going to be Canadian Dolphins, Olympian swimming, and Kisu. Time to beat for gold here tonight, a 4:23.06. 3rd fastest with Kisu at 4:11.53. This time does not come into contest. We are showing a disqualification, event 51, heat 4, lane 7. That is a disqualification, event 51, heat 4, lane 7 in the 15-17 girls 4x100 medley. With that disqualification taken into account, times and times alone on the board are declared correct. Our top 3 are headed to the podium, lanes 4, 5, 3 to the podium. 3 races to go here on night number 3. Folks, who's having a good time so far? Our tertiary to last race is the boys 13-15 to 17 4x100 meter medley relay. Timed provincial final. The medalist presentation for the 13-14 boys 4x100 medley relay. Bronze medalists, Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Mateo Palma, Noah Cockle, Marcus Lee, Andrew Zhang. Silver medalists, Olympian swimming, Lanson Kammer, Oliver McPherson, Mark Eistoff, Givone Okindo. Gold medalists, provincial champions, Hayak Swim Club, Beryl Skeen, Jerry Ling, Jeremy Lee, and Evan Chang. Congratulations once again. 15-17 boys relay coming into the end of our 100-meter backstroke. Up in front is lane number 5. Pacific Sea Wolves led out by Jeffrey Chen. Matthew Cow takes off at the 100 at 56.38. Followed Ruben Lee for Pacific Coast at 57.12. Ruben Lee on the first leg. Eason Zhou follows second on breast. And third, Surrey in lane 2. Preston Santabaratney followed now by Matthew Sue. Top seed time for the 15-17 4x100, a 3:49.12. This time is Olympian swimming in lane number 4. Olympians through the last 100-meter leg, moving forward to contest for first. In fact, are your first place position now heading into the final 100, the halfway turn. 2:01.60, Olympian Swimming's Ben Buchholz into the end of the 200-meter mark. Danny Park takes off for fly, followed second. Justin Dunder for Surrey Knights Swim Club. And as well, alongside Dunder, we got, as mentioned, Joshua Liu for Pacific Coast. Opposite side of our leaders, Olympian Swimming in 4, Pacific Sea Wolves Max Wu. 50 of fly to go. Park in 4. Wu in 5. Liu in 3. Dunder in 2 for third. For fourth. BC provincial record, a 3:41.49, held by Thunderbolt Junior International, Tualatin Hills, by Chena Swim Club. This is a time swum at the Thunderbolt Junior International in Tualatin Hills, USA, down in Federal Way. Team at the time was Tim Zhang, James Jurgasoff, Robert Hill, and Nicholas Hernandez, some names on the national team in that relay. 3:18.89 with 50 meters of free to go. 3:15.12 is the historic record pace of the 350-meter mark. It's going to be Olympian swimming anchored out by Adonuriel Rosal Brito to top out at 3:45.67. 3:56.33 is the fastest time of prelims. Second here, Pacific Coast at 3:49.08. Pacific Sea Wolves for third and 5 at 3:50.82. 6 seconds faster than Kelowna this morning. Our top 3 on the board are your unofficial podium positions tonight for finals. You got it. Times and times alone shown on the board are correct. Our top three teams, 4, 3, 5, are invited to make their way to the awards podium. Once again, 4, 3, 5 to the awards podium. Moving on now to our final two swims of night number 3. Behind the blocks, we now have the 18 and over girls 4x100 meter medley relay. This is our timed provincial final. The medalist presentation now for the 15-17 girls 4x100 medley relay. Bronze medalists, Kisu Swim Club, Hannah Rutten, Kaya Dimitri, Rebecca Soroki, and Nina McEachran. Silver medalists, Olympian swimming, Carolyn Jha, Shay Murtha, Emma Croston, and Katie Takai. Gold medalists, provincial champions, Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, Olivia Zhou, Michelle Zhang, Lucy Liu, and Lauren Day. Congratulations. Pacific Coast swimming in lane number 4, Pacific Seawolves in lane number 5, Kate McLean, Mary Jibb are lead outs on the 100 meter back. Of the two, Kate McLean representing Pacific Coast, heading into her final 5 meters of backstroke. Top time of the 100 meter mark, McLean into the wall at 1:06.19, back at 34.64. Mary Jibb for Pacific Seawolves, 1:08.88. Earlier in the weekend, a 1:08.44 from Mary Jibb now stands as the BC provincial record. Jibb just 4/10 off of that with her lead out 100 at 1:08.88. Second legs are Katie McLaren and Molly Zhang for Pacific Coast and Pacific Seawolves respectively. .221.33, 224.17. Even splits on the last 50 of breaststroke, more or less, 2 100ths apart. Our third leg for Pacific Coast, Nicole Jones, Shinyi Tian for Pacific Seawolves in lane number 5. Right off the bat, Jones gaining ground here, 29.42 on 50 number 1. Tian at 30.33, just about a full second back, 9/10 behind. We have official results for the 15-17 boys 4x100 meter medley relay, and we will now present these awards. Bronze medalists, Pacific Seawolves, Jeffrey Chen, Matthew Chow, Max Wu, and Tim Guo. Silver medalists, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ruben Lee, Eason Zhou, Joshua Liu, and Alex Camrere. Gold medalists and provincial champions, Olympian Swimming, Alex Volisico, Ben Buchholz, Danny Park, and Adonuriel Rosal Brito. Congratulations. Final leg in the pool for the 18 and over 4x100 girls medley relay. Samantha Burwell anchors for Pacific Coast in 4, Heidi Yablonsky for Pacific Seawolves in 5, Out at 29.14, followed at 29.05, Burwell, Yablonski with 3 seconds between them and just over 25 to go. Fastest in the pool, Pacific Coast Swimming, lane number 4 at a 4:26.89. Pacific Seawolves in 5, second at 4:28.96. Times, and in this case, results on the board are official. Lanes 4 and 5 are invited to make their way to the awards podium. We got one swim to go here on night number 3, folks. This is the 18 and over boys 4x100 meter medley relay. Behind the locks, your provincial time final. The awards presentation now for the 18 and over girls 4x100 medley relay. Bronze medalists, silver medalists, Pacific Seawolves, Mary Jibb, Molly Zhang, Xinyi Tian, and Heidi Yablonski. Gold medalists, Pacific Coast Swimming, your provincial champions, Kate McLean, Katie McLaren, Nicole Jones, and Sammy Burwell. Congratulations. '18 and over, 4x100 medley relay. Our final race of night number 3, swimming lane number 1, Pacific Coast Swimming, led out by Kieran Feenstra, Giulio Janesi in for Island Swimming in 2, Julius Bartkovich for Kisu in 3, Olympians A, Matteo Savini in 4, B, Savo Kostic in lane 5, and C, Ty Stroud in 6 and 7. Vancouver Pacific Swim Club, Simon Gee leads out. 50 meter mark, or 100 meter mark, 55. 00 in 4, followed second in 2, third in 3. Chase Saxon and Hercules Gilman on leg 2 for Island and Kisu. Justin Jung leads for Olympians A in lane number 4. 150 meter mark turn, a 1:19.17.9. First place on the board showing for Kisu, an incorrect split. Olympian Swimming leads at the 150. Snappy turnover at a 1:58.17 from Justin Jung to Luke Stewart Binder. Second out, Hercules Gilman with 45.75 back end 50. That is an incorrect split based off of the light touch at the 250 meter mark. 2:03.79 nonetheless is the 300 meter turnover between Gilman and Callum Zeefley. 50 meters to go. Stewart Binder at 2:18.29 on the clock. Second out, Kisu at 2:29.46, and third, Olympian Swimming in 6th. The C relay anchored out by Kevin Way up to third, ahead of Olympian Swimming B relay in 5. Fourth place anchored by Owen Turnicliffe. Last 10 meters, 3 strokes for Sandra Kruiman into the wall on to the final 100 of freestyle. Stuart Binder in at 2:53.28 in lane number 4. 2:59.64 for Kisu in 3. Jacob McNamee anchoring in 3. And Olympian Swimming 3:17.75, Olympian swimming into the final 25. Sander Kruijman into the final 10. 3:39.80 is the fastest seed time for Olympian swimming. Touches 3:43.92. Second fastest, 3:52.73, Kisu in 3. And third, with a great backhand 50 of 26.02, Island Swimming's Noah Weaver stops the clock for third at 3:52.93, 2/10 behind Kisu. With no time to compare against in the 18 and over relay, when results are declared at the end of this race, we will be moving directly into our medalist presentations and then capping off our session. Well, regardless of our results, which on the board are not yet official, our racing for tonight, the swimming portion of Day 3 finals is now concluded. Thank you one and all for coming out to Saanich Commonwealth Place for night number 3 at the 2026 BC Winter Provincial Championships. Our results on the board are not official yet, some ongoing deliberations. We are showing a disqualification in lane number 5. This is a disqualification event 54, heat 1, lane 5. Once again, disqualification event 54, heat 1, lane 5. Times, and in this case, results with that disqualification taken into account are now declared official. Lanes 4, 3, and 2 are invited to make their way down to the awards podium. We're moving directly into our awards podium presentation. Bronze medalists, Island Swimming, Giulio Genesi, Chase Saxon, Noah Grand, Noah Weaver. Silver medalists, Kisu Swim Club, Julius Bartkovich, Hercules Gilman, Callum Ziefley, and Jacob McNamee. Your gold medalists and provincial champions, Olympian Swimming, Matteo Savini, Justin Jung, Luke Stewart-Binder, and Sander Kruijman. Congratulations again to all medalists, individual and team, and we now invite our officials on deck to make their way off deck. Thank you for your efforts through tonight's session. One day of racing to go, swim fans. We reconvene tomorrow at an earlier start time. Please make sure that your clocks adjust for daylight savings. We begin tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Warm-ups will conclude at 9:20. Group 2 starts us off tomorrow morning. Competition begins at 9:30. And again, an early reminder that tomorrow night for finals, we begin at 3:30 for warm-ups, not our usual 4:30 scheduled time. Warm-ups for tomorrow night's finals at 3:30. And then in reverse order, again a reminder, warm-ups tomorrow morning for day 4 prelims start at 8 o'clock. And don't forget to set those clocks forward because of daylight savings. Once again, thank you one and all for coming out to Saanich Commonwealth Place for night number 3 finals. Enjoy your evening in the CRD area. We'll catch you back tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. for prelims warm-ups and Group 2. And we'll see you for competition at 9:30 a.m. Have a good night.